What is a synchronicity? Is there such thing as luck? We will explore these concepts in this video, and I will bring you clarity as to what a synchronicity is and why things may be going how they are in your life right now. It is by no coincidence that you clicked on this video. You could even consider that a synchronicity. The way the law of attraction works is that it gives you what you are vibrating. So if you have a deep asking of what a synchronicity is, or why you are having so much coincidences happen in your life, this video might provide clarity to that. It could be a step further for your comprehension as to what's going on in your life. Now let me get straight to it. A synchronicity is the universe speaking to you in a fun and intimate way. And this happens when you have desires. Like say me, when I was awakening, I had a strong desire to gain clarity as to what was happening to me. And I would land on YouTube videos, now recalling, say back in 2018, Alan Watt YouTube videos would pop up on my feed. And his material clarified a lot of things. He talked a lot about allowing the universe and realizing that God isn't exactly what you might have been programmed to think it was, how it's an all-encompassing energy, and how we all are extensions of God. But that was a synchronicity for me. I never thought I would get the clarity through that way or through that person, but that happened. Another example of synchronicity is, say, me. I went to a cruise last year and I was manifesting abundance, but I had booked a room for the cruise that just had a window to look outside. It didn't have a balcony or anything, and that's what I booked. But I was manifesting abundance. And the morning of the cruise, I remember I was with my girlfriend and I told her, honestly, it'd be so nice if we had a balcony, but maybe in a future where things are lined up for that. But I kind of said it in a gentle way, and I was allowing for a surprise to happen. Didn't give it too much thought, but felt that it would be really nice. And the night before, I had visualized myself in a balcony and also just slept with a bunch of gratitude. It was my first night in Europe, first night in Rome, felt really good, slept with gratitude. Comes time for the cruise. We were taking a bus that was taking our luggage there, and I checked my phone and I see that my room had changed. And I was like, wait, what? My room changed? So I immediately called the coordinator, which was on the bus, and she's like, oh, let me figure this out. Let's see what's happening. And then someone on that bus, because it was an Abraham Hicks cruise, so there is people into the law of attraction there. Someone on that bus, a really good friend of mine now, her name is Baraya. She immediately said, oh, you probably manifested a way better room. And right when I heard that, it was like music to my ear. It all made sense. And I'm like, whoa, a huge synchronicity is happening right now. I went to the front with the coordinator. She asked me more questions. And then the guy next to me, one of my good friends now that I met on the cruise, Joel, he told me, hey, you know that room that they changed you to is a really nice room. Because he was on that floor too, and he knew that the rooms on that floor were really nice. And I was getting excited, but I surrendered. I'm like, if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, that's cool too. So I wasn't attached. And I was excited to see how it would all play out. So I went back to my seat, waited about 5 minutes, and then she comes back and she's like, actually, what happened is that the room you had booked, the one with the window, does not exist. It wasn't in the system. So we put you in this room, no extra charge. And it happened. I had my balcony. I felt like crying in that instant. Honestly, it was a magical feeling. It felt really good. And in that moment, I recalled, hey, I've been manifesting abundance. And this is a form of abundance. It's a major upgrade. Although it might not be money coming directly at me, It's abundance. And that was a synchronicity and a confirmation of that. Ever since the first moment that I booked my cruise, I knew I had an intuitive feeling that it was going to be good. And the day before, like I said, I was in Rome. I had booked a hotel room and I got a free upgrade there too. So that was just two major synchronicities in that trip telling me, hey, this is aligned with where you are heading in your life. Now that's how the law of attraction is. Your emotions are your compass in life. If you are feeling good, that means you are going towards your path. If you are feeling emotion that does not feel good, that means that you are leaving your path, or you are having a perception, a perspective that isn't in alignment with your higher self. So any form of discord is actually a disagreement between you and how your higher self views things. That's why when you view someone in a negative way, it doesn't feel good. Your higher self always views them in their aligned state, in their extension of God state, in the way the first example that came up is how Jesus would look at everyone in the world, God perception. He didn't see the robber or the killer, he saw their God self. So emotions are very important. And in your awakening, you are going to experience more and more synchronicities. And you are going to realize that there are synchronicities more and more. Abraham Hicks has mentioned this before. There is no such thing as luck. And I've read it from multiple spiritual sources and books that everything is actually, you're receiving what you're vibrating at. So it's not a coincidence. Like I said, it's synchronicity. There is no such thing as luck. You could say it is where preparation, you could call vibration, meets the right vibration. You could say that too. But I am a firm believer that luck does not exist. You are the creator of your own reality. Now, what happens is that many people right now are not deliberately creating. They've been creating in a state of whatever's going on externally, they're going through with it, and that's kind of how they're vibrating. So if the economy is not good exteriorly, just as a collective, they're going to start vibrating that way. The external has a hold upon them. They might not have learned of the law of attraction yet, or awakened, you could say. So they are manifesting by default, not so much by deliberate intention. But when you awaken, which I feel like many of you guys watching this video are right now, you could create your own reality. You already are the creator of your own reality, but what changes is that you'll be able to deliberately do this. Understanding the law of attraction is very liberating. Now, being the creator of your own reality may sound scary at first, because your life up to this point may have been scary and a lot of things may have felt like they fell upon you. You have had hardships happen to you that you would have not wanted in your experience if you could choose. But the way the law of attraction works is that it doesn't hear yes or no. It just hears focus. So if your thoughts that you are focusing on are negative or positive, it gives you whatever your predominant vibration and focus is. So if you keep focusing on the lack of your vehicle, you will keep receiving the lack of your vehicle. And you won't allow for that new vehicle to come in because you are so fixated on the lack of your vehicle that you have right now, your focus. But if you appreciate your vehicle right now and start allowing and focusing on the thoughts of how beautiful a new vehicle would be, how secure you'd feel, how reliable it would feel, it will start coming your way and it will come quickly. The universe is so intelligent that it knows exactly what you want. Everything is dual. So every experience you have that is full of contrast being, say, an experience that didn't really feel that good. Say someone treated you in a manner that wasn't too good, maybe disrespectful. In that moment, without even saying words or thinking about it, you're shooting a desire of feeling better, feeling harmony with that person treating you with more respect. And you don't have to vocalize this to the universe. But when you become a deliberate creator, you start focusing on that good feeling, on that intention of, okay, I want to feel good connections with people. And you start focusing on the relationships you already have that are good. Keep focusing on that. You'll start trending in positive expectation of people. And if you can, write the positive aspects of that person that disrespected you, if they're in your close circle. If it was just a random chance meeting in a grocery store, which wasn't chance, it happened for learning purposes. And like I said, there's no such thing as luck. Everything is synchronicity. Then just as a collective, start rewiring your mind and start deliberately changing your mind patterns to think of people in a more positive way. And an easy way to start this process is focus on the relationships that are already good, because then that becomes your predominant focus. And the ones that are easy to feel good about will start that rhythm, and then you'll get momentum. And then you'll get that reality when your predominant vibration is focusing on good expectation of people. So synchronicity is all around us. In your awakening, you will hear, be very present to the moment, whatever it is you're doing, because there is answers everywhere. Synchronicity is answer from the universe, and an answer in a fun way, an unexpected way. Just like me, when I was manifesting abundance, getting that balcony, it happened in the way that I least expected it. When I booked the cruise, I never knew that room would not exist, but it was really, really fun and joyful, and I enjoyed that experience so much of having the balcony view. I recall that experience many times when I'm manifesting now, because it brings those good feelings, and it is a confirmation of how powerful my focus is and my manifesting is, which all of you have the same power as well. It just takes deliberate focus. And it could be in any subject. It could be on a car, abundance, relationships, whatever it is that you have a desire for, you can have it. You just need to become a vibrational match to it. So going back to what I was saying, that the answers may be around you everywhere. Sometimes you might be driving, someone's bumper might have a sticker that gives you a confirmation of something in life. It might say, hey, writers are awesome. And it so happens that you are a writer. Now there's a synchronicity, a confirmation of the universe that maybe you should start writing more. Or if you already are writing, that it's going to lead to something good. And how is a confirmation? How do you get a more clear sense of a confirmation? You get it by paying attention to how you feel when you experience what you experience. So when you read that sticker that says writers are good, if you feel good, that's a confirmation. That's where you're heading towards. Conversations as well. You could go to a grocery store and all of a sudden someone starts discussing the law of attraction, then that's a confirmation. Whoa, I'm thinking about the law of attraction a lot. Someone's talking about it right next to me. Wherever you go, you take your vibration. You'll meet the people in your vibration. One more example of a synchronicity I have experienced is, these past years, ever since I awakened, I've been focusing a lot on spiritual concepts, on just that route. Meditation, improving my life, and really awakening deeper. And I also am very into fitness, and I do a lot of calisthenics. So those are like pull-ups and push-ups. And one day I go to the park, literally 5 minutes away, walking distance from my house. I go and I start working out, and someone approaches me, and I had noticed them days before. My intuition kind of felt something from him. And he approaches me and he's like, hey, what's up, man? Like, I see you here a lot. And we just start talking. And then Abraham Hicks is mentioned, a lot of spiritual people that I know and concepts, and boom, a person who was in my vibration, who was into spiritual concepts and working out basically the same way that I do, was there. Literally, you could see in my backyard, 5 minutes away. That was a huge synchronicity. So become excited in your awakening. There is a lot to be excited about, and things will become more clear. If things may feel hard right now, try to pay attention for those synchronicities. Put in the focus to deliberately change your mind patterns. Pay attention to your emotions. If something doesn't feel good, that is just a signal to you that something is off balance and you're heading towards a direction that you're not supposed to go. Just like how the sensors of your skin, when you go near a very hot stove, warn you that it's hot, your emotions do the same thing. It's telling you you are focusing on something that you do not want to create, or that your inner being knows is going to be painful for you. So just take the steps to realign yourself, which include meditation, changing thought patterns, and also just feeling good. Do things that make you feel good. Paint if you like painting, play soccer if you like playing soccer. Sometimes even if you're having a really rough day, watch an anime that makes you feel good, something that just redirects your attention. Because like the cork that's been underwater, when you allow your mind to go away, say, of all those thought patterns and those hard topics that you might be thinking about a lot right now, if you're in a really tough situation, when you watch a movie, it redirects your attention and the thoughts subside. And when they subside, your cork naturally starts lifting. You start feeling better. You may not feel super awesome, but it feels better. The cork starts lifting because the resistance and the spotlight that you're putting to those moods and emotions that may be overwhelming, the spotlight is off of it for a while. Letting go too. Letting go is a process where, say if you're going through a deep situation, you decide to say, hey, I may not have all the abundance I want right now. Things may be how they are, but I'm just going to let the situation go for now. And you know the balance for this. There's a place and time for letting go, and there's also a process to it. You can't just let go of something 100% at one moment. A lot of these emotions that you have in you have been programmed since you were a child. So they've been repressed in there for a while, and they're finally bubbling up during your awakening. So it may take time. But know this, your inner being never gives you more than you could handle. So you could definitely handle it. And you are just where you are supposed to be. Thank you guys. Share your synchronicities in the comments. Appreciate you guys for being in my vibration, receiving my vibration right now. And I wish you guys a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful present moment. Thank you.